Now in this video we'll continue with strings. We'll continue with strings, and the definition of the string is it's a group of characters, or it can be an array of characters. So which is terminated by a delimiter. Delimiter means a separator. /0. /0 is used by C compiler as a null character to indicate the end of a string. Thus, C uses variable length delimited strings in the program. That means once you declare a character arrays, one character array can contain only 3 letters, another character array may contain 4 letters. So like that, variable length characters, array of characters can be stored as strings. Now here in this case, examples can be seen. City is a array name. It has got 10 locations in that, and in each location it can contain only a data of type character. So whereas you see second one, name is a character array which has 30 locations, and in each location it can contain integer character only. My example is shown here. The initialization of the str1 and month is shown. Hello. H is stored in the first location. He is stored in the second location, and so on and so on. At the last you can see a /0, and that /0 is taken as a null character. So is the explanation to other examples shown on the board. So even though you don't specify a /0 at the time of initialization of a string value to the character array, /0 is automatically added by the array, by the C compiler. Now this is a character, one character string, empty string. Empty string, there will be only null character, and then difference between array and the string is, see, look at here in the character array, it will be having this, it will not be having /0. You will have to forcefully mention /0 at the end, whereas in the string, it automatically adds the /0 at the end of the string. That is the difference between the two different kinds of initialization, which were told in the previous case also. So why do we need null? The string is not a data type, but a data structure. The string implementation is logical, not physical. The physical structure is an array which the string is stored. The string is variable in length, so we need to identify logical end of the data in that physical structure. The string constant. String constant is a sequence of characters enclosed within the double quotes. Now this is a string constant or string value we can call. Now how to make input and output functions with examples. How to make input and output functions with examples. Reading and writing strings. C-language provides several strings handling functions for input and output. String input and output functions. C provides two basic methods to read and write strings, using the formatted input and output functions and using special set of functions. Now this is a formatted input function such as scanf. You can use %f to specify the type of data that is read. Suppose if you are reading data, a string value to a character array, you can use %c. Or else if you are using a single character, then you can use single character c only. So unformatted is a getchar. Getchar will receive one single character typed on the keyboard. Gets will receive the complete string that is typed until the enter key is pressed in the address of the array. Now in this case, line is an array. To that line, input is read from the keyboard. Similar writing on the writing on the screen is achieved by printf, and it uses %f to print the character array as a string value. And here in this case, it will take the %0.4 prints only the 4 characters of the name. So every other example is evidential by the examples as it is shown. So putchar is used to print a character on the screen, which is explained in the second module only. Puts is also used in the previous case to explain the second character. sorry, to explain the printing of a string value on the screen. So there are certain string handling function in a string.h library. So we'll discuss them now. Now first one is strlen. Strlen, it takes a string argument and it returns an integer value, and that integer value will be the length of the string that is passed to this function as an argument. Now you see str1 is initialized with the value welcome. N is of type integer. Suppose if you write n is equal to strlen str1 array name, then it counts the characters in this string and then returns that value. In this case, n is going to contain the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It contains number 7 as the value in the n. So strlen function returns the length of the string. So this is the function, C programming function, an executable function which provides the usage of strlen. You can type this on your Unix systems and execute. The string copy, so this is a function used to copy one string to other. It takes, this is the source, string 1 is the source and the destination. It copies the content of string 2, this is the source and this is the destination. String 2 to string 1. String 2 to string 1. Welcome, so first str1 contains welcome, str2 contains hello, str copy str1 and str2. So next one is string compare function. String compare function compares the two strings passed to it as an argument and returns true or false. That means it returns 1 if the strings are not equal, 0 if strings are equal, and -1 if strings are not equal. It is shown here. The numerical difference is 0 if the strings are equal, and it is negative if the string 1 is alphabetically above the string 2, and it is positive if the string 2 is alphabetically above the string 1. Now this is shown here, and please observe this program. So you can understand this program. Here you see we are taking two strings from the keyboard and we are passing this to string compare, and string compare function will return, check whether the two strings are equal or not. So if it is 0, both strings are equal. If it is greater than, first string is bigger. If it is otherwise, second string is bigger. Usage of else if is explained in the module 2. The string concatenate, it concatenates the two strings. So here there are two strings, very and good. So these two are concatenated and stored in the third string. Now you see here is a function, string concatenate. Here string 2 is concatenated to the end of the string 1. So concatenated means join. Next, the storage representation of fixed and variable length format string example. Storing concept. String is a series of character or a group of character. While implementation of the string, a string is created in Pascal differs from the string that is created in C language. String can be of two types: fixed length string and variable length string. Variable length string, again length control string, delimited string. So let us see this, read the definitions of these and understand more. So when implementing the fixed length strings, the size of the variable is fixed. We can make it too small, or we can store. If we make it too small, we can't store it. If we make it too big, then wastage of memory. So then the another problem is we can't differentiate the data from non-data, spaces and nulls. The variable length string solution is creating strings in variables so that it can expand and contract to accommodate the data. Two common techniques used. First one is length control string. The string added a count which specifies number of characters in the string, and then delimited strings. So it is as shown here. Delimited strings will be having a null character at the end, whereas length control string will be having the length of the string in the first location. How do we declare and initialize array of string in C and write a program to read and display the string? So we have an array of integer, array of floating point numbers. So this is a two-dimensional array of strings which is having rows and columns. Now you see the list of strings will be stored or initialized in this way. First the array name will be declared, and it will be having its spaces for row and column. And in the list of strings, the string value should be present in each individual location, will be placed one after the other. Then as you see here, different cities are initialized. Each city is separated by comma, and then the value, each string value is embedded within the double quotes. And when we try to store a value in this way for a two-dimensional character array, so we would be unable to store strings, a group of characters as a string in one dimension array. Like this, Delhi is an array. Delhi is an array of characters, and it is stored in the first location pointed by the city array, that is city of 010 contains this. And in the first next location, city of 1 contains city of 1 comma 0 0 0 comma 0. City of 1 comma 0 contains the first letter C. City of 1 comma 1 contains second letter H of the Chennai, and city of 1 comma 1 contains the third letter E of Chennai. So like that, each row contains a group of characters, and each row will be ended with a null character to just to indicate that it is the end of the string. So observable point, each string in the location will be having a specific size. Size of each location is fixed and it is constant, but the length of the string varies in each location. So the representation of the string will be stored, array of string is shown. So this concludes strings.